Good morning. So I think this is something which is very interesting. Where is Aditi? Okay, typical style of Aditi is introducing Captain Rajesh that he is in the system for last 30 years. So basically she conveys कि बहुत बूढ़ा सा आदमी है. In last 30 years, I'm still struggling to figure out when we wish people, why don't we get a response from everyone? Okay, how many of you know me personally? For oh, yeah, that's what I'm asking, na? So still reasonable number of people, but anything bad I have done to you guys, like I don't hear that response coming from people. But seriously, okay, okay, thank you very much. No, but any reason, have you ever thought about it? Because normally it happens. People come in on the stage, say good morning, and crowd generally they don't respond. So any reason why that happens? Any guesses? Guys, there is not like a question answer session. I'm just asking. Any guess? Don't feel like shakal pasand nahi hai tumhari. Anything can happen. So there is nothing like right or wrong. Starting problem है. वो बजाज लम्बरेटा स्कूटर होता है ना, सुबह शुरू में 4-5 किक नहीं मारो तो स्टार्ट ही नहीं होता था. तो स्टार्टिंग प्रॉब्लम इज सॉरी. Oh, so this is I think more to the corporate services team. Friday शाम को मतलब रात को कब घर पहुंचे याद ही नहीं है. अब सुबह आ गए गुड मॉर्निंग कैसे करेंगे. ये अर्ली मॉर्निंग है. 11:30 बजे भी अर्ली मॉर्निंग है. Good. I think that's great. So okay, Friday evening. Anything else, guys? Lazy to respond. Excellent. I think we still have a lot of seats here, and the reason it says reserve, it was reserved for all of you. हमारे पास सिर्फ इतने ही कवर थे रिजर्व के, इसलिए आगे आगे हमने रखा है. तो इट्स नथिंग लाइक रिजर्व फॉर वेरी सीनियर पीपल और डिफरेंट पीपल. सो गाइज यू कैन ऑल्सो कम इन फ्रंट इफ यू वांट टू, बट पीछे बालकनी का व्यू टाइप वो फीलर आता है, तो यू कैन बी सीटेड देयर ऑल्सो. Okay, I'm still waiting for the answer, like why don't we respond? So one-on-one, if I meet someone, I say morning Vinod, obviously he'll say morning, I'll say morning Fatima, she'll say morning, but group में नहीं आता है. And there is a reason, seriously. There is a reason for that. Okay, what I have figured out is the simple reason is we all assume कि कोई तो बोलेगा. अब इतनी भीड़ में मुझे क्या जरूरत है, कोई तो बोलेगा. No one says. Generally people keep quiet कि कोई तो बोल ही देगा. And then you hear the response, which is like 100 people saying good morning, which is like 3 or 4 voices only. I think that's the baseline. And since this is the baseline, what we realize that in our world, in our professional world also, probably this is exactly what was lacking. As part of corporate services team, as part of FM fraternity, as part of the real estate industry, as part of procurement, I think there are a lot of things which are common, but probably we are lacking a platform. We are lacking a platform to share. We are lacking a platform to discuss. We are lacking a platform to understand. And somewhere this whole concept and idea came in, wherein we thought, guys, why can't we do something on our own? Why do we need people to really support us in a way that if they support us, so they expect something from us? Why? We can do something on our own. And I think that is the whole baseline of this concept of GACS. And that's the reason we are here today. Very interesting, and next whatever 2.5, 3 hours, we'll be talking about the whole concept of GACS, the journey. The best part is, I think when we started, we never ever thought this will go this way. But in a short span, you'll see the number of people who have joined us, the members. And I don't want to name people, but I can still say there are a few people in this crowd also. They said normally we don't go to these forums because time waste hota hai. Obviously you don't really share and gain anything out of these forums, but they're still here. So for me that's an achievement. Ab they are here because they thought chalo Saturday hai networking platform hai jana chahiye, or they just thought कि कुछ कैप्टन जैसे लोग हैं कि बुरा ना मान जाए तो उनको इसलिए जाना चाहिए, but to all said and done they are here. So I think that's very important for all of us. But having said that, on a very serious note, I think it's working very well for us. Of late, we have realized there are issues which have come to us, and since we claim we all are so-called SMEs of our world, a very basic example I'll share. Recently, there was a We have a chat also on GACS website. So someone on a chat wrote, I'll not name the office, in a place like BKC. We have Vibhu here who is leading our Bombay chapter also. BKC, I'm sure we all know, is one of the poshest and the topmost areas to operate from, probably 300, 400 rupees square feet. So the chat was that there are mosquitoes in our office. So please help us out. And we thought, बस FM professional पूरी जिंदगी निकल गई सफाई करते करते मच्छर मारते मारते तो ये क्या challenge है? But then that was a challenge. And then we realized this was like 7th floor in a building in a BKC. And the best part is the builders and everyone tried everything to the extent of duct cleaning and all other people went to the moon to figure out a solution for this problem, but they couldn't. And someone from Pune wrote back saying, guys, probably you have put some planters which may be the cause for this problem. Seriously, believe me, I felt so ashamed of myself. I always thought with whatever 25, 30 years in the industry, probably we know everything and we always think at 40,000 square feet, but that's not the case. That's not what you always need. So there are n number of examples which probably today we'll talk about. And the core line still remains that unless or until we are connected, unless or until we are there to help each other, I think as a fraternity, there is a limitation. Beyond that, we cannot grow. So we all know in our companies, we have limitations. And that's why I always say it's never right or wrong. For me, probably what works, maybe Vikas says it doesn't work in our company. What works here probably not work in third company, which is a fair game. But the point is, do we know what people do when they face these sort of issues? The answer is probably yes, probably no. If I'm connected to people, I can call up and I can maybe get that input. But in general, if I need to log on to say that I need some data input, this is what I'm struggling with, this is what is going on in my company, I don't think of any, except obviously Google Uncle, but I don't think of anything else wherein I can just log in and say, okay guys, this is what I wanted and I've got it. So this was the very, very basic core psychology, philosophy, whatever we call it, for this concept of GACS. And before I invite Nandan on the stage, because this is a Bangalore chapter and definitely the Bangalore team will take the lead. Very interestingly, someone sent a message yesterday and with a clear cut, it was like a mandate that Captain, we know generally you start all these sessions. So before you move out of the stage, you must read this out. So I said, okay, I'll do that. Again, a GACS member. And finally, I'll tell you, this guy is in the industry only for last 9 months. A youngster in the industry from a sourcing team, not even a FM professional. And the message he says is, he says, it is true that every effort is not converted into success. Beautifully written, and especially since this is a launch. So I think it was very, very apt, and I never even thought for 5 seconds that should I or should I not. So it says, it is true that every effort is not converted into success, but it is equally true that success does not come without an effort. And this is an effort what we all are putting together. And this youngster of 9 months of total service in the industry, first job, his wordings are that we believe that all of us put together will make it successful. So I think this is a very, very powerful statement. So I would personally want to thank this guy for sending these lines, and probably a round of applause for this guy. So this was all just to set the stage, and now I'll request Nandan if he can come on the stage and probably take it forward. Thank you very much, guys, once again.